It's been such an incredible experience for me to be a part of a game changer. Swire is a company that builds transformational projects throughout the world, and their focus on Miami has been for the past 40 years. They saw the potential here. They looked at Miami and had the opportunity to acquire the vast majority of this 44-acre island. What's really special about it is that it's in the middle of the urban core and the financial district. To be able to have an island within minutes of this vibrant city, minutes away from everywhere you want to be, and have these magnificent views developed by a company like Swire, this little island is just magical. It really is magical. Today, Brickell is the most highly sought place to live. We brought the concept of eat, live, work, play, and stay. And this is happening because of all that Swire has done for the city of Miami. Today, we are now going to complete the final masterpiece of this island, which is this project. We wanted to develop here today on a 5-acre tract, an island within an island concept. And I really feel that the public that has seen it is just wowed and awed by this. Everybody loves living here, and they love the fact that there's this walkability and there's the security that you can just walk minutes away and have everything at your fingertips. I think we've checked off all the little boxes of what does a great development bring to an area. We feel that it's going to have a tremendous impact here on the Brickell corridor.
We are at the sales center for the Mandarin Oriental Residences Miami in Brickell Key. It is one of the most anticipated and exciting and luxurious projects in all of Miami right now. I am Sep Niakan from Blackbook Properties and CondoBlackbook.com, and I'm here with Adrian Gonzalez, sales executive here at the Mandarin Oriental. Thanks so much for having us today.
Thank you for coming in, Sep. I appreciate it. Glad to have you guys. Glad to show this beautiful project to you.
Awesome. So what do people need to know? What makes this project unique and special and the place for people to buy?
There's a lot to say, but just to kind of give you just a quick pitch, obviously we're located on Brickell Key, right? This is the last piece of land left to be developed on this prestigious island. We're sitting on roughly about 5 acres of land on the tip of an island. So you actually have water on 3 sides. Very, very rare to find such a large piece of land with water on 3 sides. So when you combine that along with a legendary developer like Swire Properties that we have, and then in addition to that, a legendary brand like Mandarin Oriental, you really have a recipe for an iconic project really coming to the city skyline. But in short, basically you have the best of both worlds with a beautiful residential tower, access to all of the amazing amenities that Mandarin Oriental has to offer, in addition to your own amenities, plus expansive water views from every single resident. So there's really nothing not to love about this development.
Absolutely. I've heard from various folks and thought about it myself. This is a game-changing project. One of the things I love about this project is that it's on the point lot, which is something that is truly, virtually impossible to replicate. What also is impossible to replicate is the development team here.
What Swire has done here is put together an amazing global development team specifically for this project. Our focus was actually bringing in a lot of outside talent here that we haven't seen here in Miami before. From our interior designers who are Tristan Auer and Laura Gonzalez, they're both Parisian interior designers. This is the first project they get commissioned for here in Miami, so we're super excited for that. And then our landscape designer, which is Sma Design, based out of Thailand, also an amazing landscape designer, important for us because we have over 5 acres of land. So naturally we want to make sure we have some of the most impressive landscape design that you can find throughout the entire city. And then to top all of that off, we have Con Peterson Fox as our architects. They actually have been around for over 33 years, have won over 300 different awards for innovative designs. One of their most recognized projects, you could say, is Atlantis de Royale in Dubai. They've also done the Abu Dhabi International Airport, the One Vanderbilt in New York, ton of projects internationally. Very excited to have them here, and the design that they've put together here for this tower is just absolutely beautiful.
Especially since it stands out from all the density of Brickell itself, since it's set aside on Brickell Key, which is a semi-private island, which is wholly owned by Swire and has been developed over the past, 30 years or so?
40 years.
40 years.
Yeah. They really wanted to do the piece of land justice, right? How often do you get 5 acres of land on the tip of an island with a legendary brand like Mandarin plus Swire? So you really only get one chance to do it correctly, and they're really pulling down all the stops, I would say, for something like this.
So this is going to be 2 towers, the residential tower, what we're talking about today, and then just to the west of it is the hotel tower. Tell us a little bit about what the hotel tower means for the Mandarin brand and what this project as a whole means for the Mandarin brand.
Exactly. So basically, there will be 2 towers, like you mentioned, on the piece of property. We'll eventually demolish the existing Mandarin Oriental, which is where we're standing now, and build a brand new Mandarin Oriental hotel. That's actually going to be the flagship hotel for the brand for North America. So it's an important project, not just for us as a development team, but also for the brand, right? And then the residential tower is the one that's going to sit on the tip of the island. That tower is going to be strictly residential, about 64 stories, 228 units. So you're actually going to have a dynamic of both different types of towers, but when you live in the residential tower, you actually have access to everything, including all the amenities of the hotel.
Right, so you have your private residential tower, no hotel component, exclusive to the residents in terms of the use of the amenities and so on, and yet you get the benefit of being able to access this 5-star, world-renowned, #1 hotel brand, Mandarin Oriental, by just walking over the pedestrian bridge.
So just the amenities are actually interconnected, so you can just walk over, use all the amenities if you like to, and then obviously cross back over. So you get the best of both worlds without sacrificing your exclusivity, because the guests inside of the hotel portion cannot cross over to the residential side. As you know, if anybody knows Swire, you know that they're a company that's been around for over 200 years, right? And they specifically build in Miami and specifically build in this area of Brickell. I mean, honestly, single-handedly, they have completely changed the entire neighborhood of Brickell, from Brickell Key to what is in Brickell City Center. Their commitment to this specific area in the city of Miami is just seen all around the city. The quality of what they build is also a reason why a lot of clients follow their brand, follow their projects, and continue to buy. We have a lot of repeat buyers that continue to buy in Swire Properties. So basically you have about 2 floors of amenities, floors 4 and 5. So in total, you have roughly close to about 8 pools on the complex. There's, for example, 3 pools dedicated just for the residential tower, along with hot tub, cold plunge. And then there's 3 pools for the hotel tower, including an indoor lap pool, right? So there's an abundance of different amenities, also including sauna, steam room, hammam, amazing fitness center. You have everything from pet spa, screening room, a bunch of different areas for you to reserve for private dining experiences and whatnot. There's these beautiful cabanas that come off the front of the main pool. There's also these really cool private cabanas that are called casitas that are going to be offered for sale later on. They're almost like mini apartments on top of the pool deck. So really a vast array of amenities, but the whole design is really resort living on top of the island. So it's an island within an island. That's the entire concept of the project.
And I think one of the things that makes this project stand out is the size of the units. This is a project, not an investment product, but a primary home, second home product, which of course is an excellent investment, but it's meant for living, meant to be home. The units, I think, are starting at 2,300 plus square feet. So you don't have studios in a project, you don't have 1 bedrooms in a project, and you don't have what would be a standard 2-bedroom in the project either. This is standout with very large units, 4 and 5 bedroom also, which is very difficult to find in urban areas. So it's a unique opportunity to get oversized, very comfortable units that is really just almost impossible to find.
Yeah, that was a big focus for us, just because that kind of seems to be the demand nowadays in Miami, right? So people tend to want larger and larger units. They're harder to find, especially at this level of luxury. The smallest unit, like you mentioned, is a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. That's 2,300 square feet. Most projects, that's easily a 3 or 4 bedroom, right? So here, these are very spacious. Also, our terraces are very large. So for that 2-bedroom, for example, you have over 1,000 square feet of terrace. Almost all of my units are corner units, right? With huge terraces, really designed for end users. And you don't have any more than 5 units per floor. They all come with private elevators. The units even come with assigned storages and wet bars out of the terraces.
And of course, because you have these units that the building is structured in a way that almost everything is essentially a corner unit, the views are extraordinary.
They're phenomenal. It's honestly one of the most privileged views that you're going to get in all of Brickell. Very rarely can you say that not only does every residence have water views, but pretty much every bedroom within every residence has water views. That's very rare to say, specifically in Brickell, where most of our waterfront projects have water on one side. Here you have water on 3 sides. So it's actually would be more difficult to design a unit to not have water views here than it would be to have water views, right? So that's a luxury that we have, where every single residence has amazing views, and they really did save the best location for last. Just because you are on this tip of the island, you're closest to Brickell City Center, you're 7 minutes away. Everyone that we've presented it to absolutely loves it, and yeah, we're ecstatic.
So the units, deep balconies, 8 to 12 feet deep, and even deeper than that in some of the units. Amazing outdoor spaces, wet bar outside as well, so you have the plumbing, which is uncommon, I should say. Let's talk a little bit about the interiors. What makes them stand out?
When it comes to the interior spaces, also think very expansive. So our living and dining areas, they're all very generous. It's something that you'll notice when you actually dive into the floor plans and whatnot. Ceiling heights here are approximately 11-foot high ceilings. As you know, the standard in Miami is 9 feet, so here we're significantly higher. Double door entrance when you first walk in. Private elevators. Kitchens are going to be done by Molteni, the Italian brand, so absolutely amazing. They're actually designed by our interior designer, Tristan Auer, but are being fabricated by Molteni, right? The legendary Italian brand. Even our kitchen islands come with a breakfast table attached that is all marble as well. You have Calicut marble on your countertops, beautiful Gaggenau appliances, including Gaggenau wine fridge, built-in espresso machines. Even your master bedroom closets come finished already, outfitted by our interior designer, Tristan Auer. So we're really trying to turn in as much of a turnkey product as possible, including natural stone flooring inside and outside on your terraces. And then you combine that with the fact that you have a beautiful wet bar on all the terraces, very spacious and deep, really designed for outdoor entertainment. There's really nothing not to love about these plans and the finishes. And I'm super excited that once we have our official sales gallery completed, we'll be able to actually show the actual kitchen model with the bathroom and all.
Well, we'll love to come by and check that out when it's ready.
Definitely.
You know, one of the things that lately I feel is a stronger connection than it ever has been for me, it's that luxury is also about convenience. And having a property that you can entrust in the interior designers to give you a finished product, a finished interior that you can truly be proud of. In past cycles, developers would deliver luxury properties without floors, without closets and so on, and developers finally got the message that that's not truly what luxury is, and this is what luxury is, developing a truly finished product.
The way that we have it designed is we've broken out the building into different collections. So basically from collection 1 is going to run from your 5th floor to the 31st floor. There you're going to have 5 residences per floor. Smallest unit is 2,300 square feet, goes up to just shy about 3,300 square feet. Then once you go above that, you go to collection 2, is going to run from the 33rd floor to about the 46th floor. Then it gets reduced to about 4 residences per floor, basically the 4 corners of the building. Then once we go to collection 3, it'll break down to 3 residences per floor, basically 2 large flow-throughs and then a large unit in the center. And then once we go up to collection 4, it'll break down to 2 residences per floor, basically half-floor units. Those are going to be around 5,800, 5,700 square feet. Anything larger than that, we would be talking about our 2 penthouses, which are basically 2 beautiful duplex penthouses. There's only 2. They're roughly about 7,700, 7,800 square feet apiece with their own private pool. Those we haven't just released just yet, but stay tuned.
Let's talk a little bit about the prices and what does the timeline look like in terms of getting these homes delivered?
The pricing here, Sep, starts around $5 million and up, right, ranging from 2 bedrooms up to 5-bedroom residences. We're looking to start construction next year in 2025. The developer's plan is to deliver both towers at the same time. Our idea is to do both construction simultaneously, so that way we only disrupt the island one time. And delivery is estimated for end of 2028, call it early 2029.
Well, I can tell you that for me, it's well worth the wait. This is going to be an extraordinary, amazing addition to the Miami and Brickell skyline. We're very excited about it. Can't wait to come back and check out the finishes in the upcoming sales center as well. I want to thank you very much, Adrian, for taking the time to explain this beautiful project to everyone here. If you guys have any questions about the project, please reach out. I'm here to help. And thank you again to Adrian for having us today and
Thank you,
explaining this wonderful project.
Appreciate it.
In the meantime, have a great day, everybody.